Okay, our carburetors have been soaking now in the solution for quite a few hours. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull them out of there. I'm going to put it in this bucket. I'm going to go outside. I'm going to fill this bucket full of water. Switch them around a lot. Then I'm going to put soap in there. After I switch it around, I'm going to pour it out. The water is going to turn white because this engine tuner turns white. Make sure you pour that out somewhere that's not going in your grass. It's not going to get anywhere that that could damage any animals or anything. Or it's not going to pollute. So you're going to need an EPA authorized dump site for that. Once I rinse these off, then I'm going to put some soap in there, just regular like Dawn dishwashing detergent, anything like that that's a degreaser soap. Swish them around in there with the soap, pour it all out. So then I'm going to come back in here. Once I do that, I'm sure you guys can figure out how to, and yes, soap and water on a carburetor. That's the way we do it. That's the way it works best. Once I'm complete with that, I'm going to come back in and we're going to begin the final stages of assembly. Okay, I've gone outside. I have each one of these carburetors put in the bucket, rinsed the engine tuner off of them, discarded that water, put some soap in there, slosh them around in the soapy water, and then rinsed them. What that's going to do is it's going to get that degreaser in the soap will help get a lot of the varnish and stuff out of there that keep it from drying back into place while you're getting ready to build these things. It takes a little while to build a carburetor, so what I usually do, just in order to keep any of the water, and down in Florida here we got pretty hard water in some instances, I'll go ahead and I'll dry them off thoroughly, each one of them, without removing the bowl, keeping it all intact. Dry them off thoroughly with my air gun, and that way it'll keep getting water spots on it basically. So. Always be sure to hit every passage. I've got this tapered air nozzle here, and it helps get into the passages and blow the water. Okay, now we've got all this stuff preliminarily cleaned up. You can see how nice and shiny that copper is on there. It looks really looks brand new. This brass should I say, is right there. A copper tube down in there will be just as shiny. Got them all blown off to keep water spots from forming on them as we build them one at a time. I always like to take a nice shop rag. It helps keep things from bouncing around when you pull it apart. So I've got carburetor number 5 in my hand here, and as we went through this before, you noticed kept the carburetor body with the bowl and all of the jets and everything associated with this particular carburetor went inside this bolt. Pull all that there. I'm going to do a little bit more drying out. This air is set lower pressure than the rest of our system. The rest of our system is about 120 pounds. This is set a little bit lower as to not deform anything inside the car. They tell you to set it at 25 pounds per square inch in the service manual. Okay, once I've got lower jets out there. You see how nice and clean the jets are after just a couple hours or so. Not looking brand new. Once we've got our parts blown off, I like to take got all the water out of there. I like to take some. This is a CRC carbon choke cleaner, marine grade. I don't know what the difference is in marine and automotive grade, but this is the marine grade stuff. Comes with the little tube. Eye protection necessary when doing this. This spray will come back out and get you in the eyes really good. I'm lining these tubes up here, hold them together with my fingers. I'm still going to look the other direction. Okay, I can feel it coming out on my hand over there. So I know that where it travels from this tube up into this hole right there, I know that that's cleared out initially. I'm going to blow through that tube. And then I'm just going to basically give the rest of it a little spray. That takes the remaining engine tuner and varnish and anything else off this carburetor bolt and body. Okay. Now that'll all dry up almost instantly. Notice I got my OSHA approved Ray-Bans there. Back to one to keep these things protected at all times. You notice I got that upside down like that. Watch that stuff will dry up out of there real quick. We'll get our carburetor kit out. When you get a carburetor kit, one kit will come for several different carburetors. There will be an instruction page in here that will tell you which parts go in which carburetor. There's a number on the body of these. This is carburetor body number 438977. When it comes to putting a spaghetti seal in, see back here it tells you, points to where the number is. You'll get the corresponding spaghetti seal for your carburetor body. They all look pretty different. Sometimes they look exactly the same, like that one and that one look exactly the same, 3 and 4 here. However, the thickness of the spaghetti seal is different, and you want to make sure that you put the right one in there. Put the wrong one in there, you're going to have a bad time, right? So, let's see. Our carburetor body number is 438977. So, 438977, use seal number 4, which is the brown one. Pretty easy. We got 2 black ones and a brown. Okay. So I'm going to take the rest of these seals, these 2 seals here, we're going to set those aside. A lot of times I'll save these for future jobs. You're also going to get a 4-hole and a 5-hole mixing chamber gasket. Well, this is a 5-hole mixing chamber gasket. The 4-hole ones are from much older engines back in the earlier 90s. So I'm going to just put that aside. So I've got the spaghetti seal, got that gasket. I've got my bowl gasket and my float in the main bag. My needle and seat. And the sub-assembly, which goes for your, the gasket in the sub-assembly is this square gasket here is for your throttle body. Remember we disassembled and discarded the gasket for our throttle body. We're going to leave that there. That's going to be used at a later date when we go to do our throttle body. You also got your nozzle well gasket.
Yeah.
You do have a new hinge pin and a little black O-ring that goes on the bowl plug. Okay. So we'll go ahead and start assembling this thing. I like to start at the bottom and work my way out. It's a lot easier that way. Go ahead and put our nozzle gasket on. I'm going to pause 1 minute. I'm going to refer to the service manual and make sure that we do not use this ring, as I was saying before. I'm 99.9% sure that we don't. However, it may look pretty foolish if I didn't confirm that. So 1 second.